my teen is driving. Well, what she does while sitting in the driver's seat isn't what we would technically call driving. It's more coasting. She adjusts the minivan's mirrors for about 30 minutes, buckles and unbuckles her seatbelt at least a dozen times until she hears a very specific clicking sound, which in my opinion always sounds exactly the same as the other dozen. She turns the key in the ignition, panics about the mirrors, readjusts the mirrors, moves the gear shift into drive, and slowly eases her foot off of the brake. She never touches the gas when we practice in the elementary school parking lot. Each time, I praise her methodical attention to detail and safety. Each time, I gently suggest that she place her foot on the gas pedal, even if only for a moment. She slowly places her foot back onto the brake, slides the gear shift into park, and explains, "Mama, I'm not ready." So my teen is coasting. She turned 15 last October, and I stopped sleeping, anticipating her request. "Mama, can I take driver's ed?" But she never asked, I never offered. I started sleeping once more. The question finally came one mild winter day. "Mama, can I take driver's ed?" My heart stopped. Sweat pooled in unflattering places. I felt dizzy. I pretended I didn't hear her. She continued to ask, "Mama, will you please sign me up for driver's ed?" I tried to prepare myself and muster the courage to register her. Each morning, I wiped dried tears off of my face and lied to my haggard reflection. Driver's ed is simply another milestone to celebrate, like kindergarten. Yes, I lied to myself, driver's ed is exactly like kindergarten. I'll weep a few tears, take some pictures to document it, and smile as she skips to class, waving her permit in her hand. I finally registered her. Each time I drop her off, I chant, "Driver's ed is like kindergarten. Driver's ed is like kindergarten. Driver's ed is like kindergarten." Yet driver's ed is nothing like kindergarten. In kindergarten, she learned that strangers were scary. Don't talk to strangers, never take candy from strangers, don't help strangers look for lost puppies, never get in a car with a stranger. Driver's ed is nothing like kindergarten. 10 years later, I'm dropping her off at a nondescript storefront in a strip mall and encouraging her to get in the car with a stranger. Even worse, she'll be in the car with other teenagers. Teens who have no business driving with my daughter in the back seat. Teens who are so unsafe behind the wheel of a vehicle that they require a giant illuminated student driver sign on top of the vehicle. Each day of kindergarten was easier. She came home chattering about her day. I celebrated her happiness. When I pick her up from driver's ed, it terrifies me. When she talks about others, is she too focused on others and not paying attention to the teacher? Are the teen boys too cute? Are the teen girls too fashionable? Is she learning anything at all? When she was in kindergarten, I lost weight because I finally had the time to work out. I'll surely gain weight now that my teen is driving. I can't take anxiety meds, nor drink wine while she is driving the car with me. Food is my only option, and chewing celery just ain't gonna cut it. I'm gonna get fat, really fat. While I was nervous about her kindergarten experience, I took comfort in her successful 3 years of preschool. The only driving experience my teen has comes from playing Mario Kart and Grand Theft Auto. If her driving record in those games is any indication of how she will drive an actual motorized vehicle in the real world, no one is safe from my speeding, skidding, crashing, and exploding in a fiery ball of destruction daughter. Kindergarten worst case scenario, my daughter cuts her hair with some safety scissors and smears paste on a classmate. Driver's ed worst case scenario, she crashes the driver's ed vehicle and dies in a fiery crash. So my teen is coasting. And I have a little confession to make. I rejoice each time she tells me she's not ready. I'm not ready either. I'm content coasting in the minivan with her and letting her momentarily take the wheel. Each time she slowly circles the parking lot of her elementary school, we pass by the door where I used to wait for kindergarten dismissal at 11:15. While driver's ed is nothing like kindergarten, I know she needs driver's ed and her license as much more than she needed kindergarten. So each time I'll ask her if she's ready to try the gas. One day soon, she'll say yes. I still won't be ready, but I'll cheer for her anyway.